Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl新林無家-Komatsnet, and I just wanted to make another video, even though I said I was gonna hold off on making videos for a while because I don't know, just got a lot on my mind right now. But I would like to say thank you to the folks on Twitter who have been retweeting and liking my video posts where I talked about since the last video where I talked about that Cenobite that murdered those 7 black women. I really appreciate you guys for sharing my video. I see I got some new subscribers too, and I welcome you guys. But I'm just gonna warn you ahead, just like I'm gonna tell you guys at the end of the video. Excuse me, I am not a one-dimensional vlogger. I talk about everything. If you come in here expecting me to talk shit about black men or black people period all the time, then you're at the wrong channel, because I am going to talk about everything here, including, you know, video games, and, you know, if I decide I want to do product reviews again, food reviews, you know. If you expecting one damn topic on this channel, I suggest you go unsubscribe, because I'm not fulfilling anybody's agendas on this channel, and nobody's going to tell me what to do, and nobody's going to tell me to shut up about what it is I got to get off my chest. So I'm just giving you a heads up. But other than that, you guys, thank you all for supporting me. And I wanted to talk about this website I came across. It's called "The Environment That Broke You Cannot Be the Environment That Puts You Back Together." And I just wanted to read this for you guys. You can't heal around the same people who broke you, the people who caused you pain, because every single day will be a different reminder of the past, the bruises, and the wounds. You can't start loving yourself around the same people who made you doubt your self-worth, question your abilities, and had a hard time loving you for who you are. You can't rebuild yourself around those who destroyed you. You can't use their bricks as a foundation, because it won't hold you together, and never did. You can't smile from the heart around those who made you cry your eyes out. You can't be happy around those who made you miserable. You can't speak up around those who constantly silenced you. Oh, what a coincidence. You can't love your voice when you're surrounded by the same people who told you that you don't have one. Yeah, I'm glad that this was highlighted. You know, not really highlighted, but this is the highlight of the poem itself. The and bolded. This right here is exactly how I feel. You can't fall in love with anyone when you're surrounded by people who constantly point out your flaws and the flaws of anyone you like, excuse me. You can't give someone a fair chance when you're around those who shut out anyone who they don't approve of. Sounds like Louisiana, or the South, period. You can't be safe when you're constantly living in fear. Fear of trying, fear of speaking up, fear of making that what makes you happy, and fear of falling in love. You can't live among those who punish you whenever you don't follow their rules. Oh yeah. You can't find yourself among those who made you feel lost, abandoned, and misunderstood. You can't revive your soul when you're surrounded by those who wrecked it. Your environment is more important than you think. Your environment determines what kind of life you're going to live, what kind of people you'll attract, and what kind of expectations and standards you'll set for yourself and others. And sometimes we can't change our environments, or it's too late to find a new one, but it's never too late. And it's never too late to realize that you don't deserve to live with people who bring you more misery than joy. It's never too late to understand that you don't have to be punished every time you disagree with them. It's never too late to walk away from any environment that doesn't nourish your mind, body, heart, and soul. It's never too late to heal. You can always heal, just not around those who broke you, because all they know is how to break things, and it's not out of pure evil or ill intention. It's just their psychology. It's how they were raised. It's what they've been taught. Oh, that sounds like Blackistan. But you're learning a different lesson, and it's time to find like-minded students who are going to help you succeed and live a better life. I like this. Like I said, I just had to read it to you guys. Maybe you guys can check out this website and see, what else they got. Just making, just making sure it was still on because this thing is acting up. So, with that being said, if you like making YouTube videos or you like doing something that you love, I understand there are people out there that's gonna doubt you, but you don't have to listen to them. I know this firsthand because growing up around mostly black and white people, you can tell that I really despise both races the most by what I talk about in my blogs and what I talk about on here. And I understand that some people don't share my experience. It's whatever, but I don't like when people, certain people, I'm speaking in general, I'm not naming names, so if you come on here and assuming things, whatever, but I'm speaking in general, that I've noticed that with people I know, they will try too hard to try to relate to me, and it comes off as contrived and phony. People pretending that they share the same issues I have, the same mental problems that I have, and I'm like, you don't have what I have, and you just want to tell them so bad, but you're like I feel like I'm surrounded by people who want to belong to something. Like even as adults, they still don't know who they are, and what they want to be. And then they latch on to people like me who I know who I am, where I want to go, and I'm not trying to fit in and conform to what people want me to be. And I feel like they're just trying too hard to try to convince me that we're alike, and I try to want to tell them that it's okay to not be like me. Don't lie, because I don't like liars, and I don't like people pretending to be something they're not. I don't like people who hide their sexual orientation, and people like that. I don't like that. Everybody knows that. I don't like down low men. I don't like down low women either. So if you like one of those females that's not out with your family and stuff, no, you can't relate to me. Okay, I'm not for that. On the keep it on down. No, they don't need to know. Your family deserves to know. That's just my personal opinion. Not hide, because when you're talking to people like me, you make it seem like it's a big dirty secret. And I don't like people like that. You're being phony. And people who try too hard to convince you that they're gonna move on, from toxic black people who are who are just in general up to no good. Or they'll talk about how they want to leave black men alone, they want to expand their dating options, but their actions prove otherwise. They talk a good game. I sit there and I listen, or I read what they're saying, and I'm just behind the screen, I'm just nodding my head, smiling and grinning, like yeah, whatever, yeah, okay, Hold on, let me give me a little sip of this tea right quick. Mm. No. Yeah, but the thing is, I'm reading this shit. I'm listening on the phone. I'm like, I don't believe you, right? Because growing up around black women, being exposed to older black women in the family, y'all. I know one thing y'all all got in common. Y'all are obsessed, and you can't resist a black dick. while you're up there. So most black women online, I would say this, who come to you talking about they sick of black men, somebody broke their heart. That's basically what that is. Somebody broke their heart. They're not really ready to move on because a lot of them are not mature. Just keep in mind you're dealing with a group of women who have not aged, have not matured past the age of 10 years old. You can tell by some of the way they talk, some of the, their tone and how they talk. It comes off like it's childlike. It's like you're not dealing with fully developed adults. You're still dealing with women who are still, basically preteens or teenagers. Like, I'm not making fun, but I'm just saying it's a scary thing because people like that can't think rationally, because I know for a fact that these women are still very much in love and obsessed with black men. They'll talk a good game about how they're done with black men, but I think as soon as they meet one they like, also one, just one who acts nice to them, and all of a sudden, you know what, Zen? Yeah, I'm talking to. The thing is, a lot of them, just like my ex-best friend, she did not tell me she got married because she knew how I would react to it, and that's what a lot of them do. They get quiet when they date black men. They don't say nothing. Not like I give a shit, but I'm just saying, if you don't try and bullshit me and talk about how you're done with black men. You know how I was done with black men? I never dated one. Never dealt with one socially since 2004. That was it. I was done. And what I mean by socially, you mean talking to them. After finding out that I didn't want to give him my body, he kept his distance, which was fine. He was a whore anyway, so I was like, you did me a favor. I ain't like these women I know who got excessive baggage that ran through, and they up there trying to fool somebody thinking, oh, I'm done with these niggas, I'm done with them. Yeah, right. Girl, I'm looking for me a white boy. Okay, what do you have in common with white men? Okay, I was like, first of all, you're out of shape, you're ghetto as hell. I was like, you the type that don't. I'm like, y'all the type that white men don't take seriously. And don't bring me into this because I'm not interested in them in the begin with. So that's they old news to me. All the white guys I talk about is the ones that celebrities. I might see one that's cute, but I don't approach. I don't talk. I'm one of those people admire from a distance because it's like a rare, strange fruit when you see one that's cute down here because the rest of them they look ugh. You seen the movie Hills Have Eyes? This is the Hills Have Eyes live down here of all races. Ugh, because there's so much inbreeding and incest down here. People look extremely fucked up. Everybody fucking the same man. Everybody fucking the same woman. It's just overall cesspool of filth here. But yeah, it's frustrating as a black female vlogger and blogger that you try to post your experience online and you have people who like I said, what I would say got black sperm on their brain up here trying to convince you that they can relate to you. Oh, I'm tired of this black man. Yeah, okay. But like I said, I'm not a one-dimensional blogger and vlogger. Sometimes I even talk about white people, but I've talked about this a couple of years ago, how some of the people I know, they got a lot of vigor and aggression when it comes to discussing topics about black people. And it's good to get things off your chest, if you're dealing with issues with black people, but almost like when you're dealing with white people, it's like they're lost. They don't have nothing to say or not much to say. They're not as aggressive towards white people as they are toward black people. And like I said, if you can't relate to it, then it is what it is. But I feel like I'm at the point where I'm just gonna keep my problems to myself if I want to talk about it in my blog, or I want to talk about it on my vlogs, you know, I will do that. But as far as me talking one-on-one with some of these people, I'm not doing it anymore. As far as my problems are concerned, because I don't trust them, to be honest with you. I don't trust them. Like, they make me feel like I'm at the point where if some shit happened to me, you know, they won't care, they won't do anything. Like I said in my previous videos about how there are black women who will set you up to get hurt, I was telling the truth. And like I said, this shit frightens me when I think about scenarios if I was alone with these people. Hell, I don't even trust my own family members for that same reason. And what happened months ago solidifies that. Because I was talking on the phone with my stepbrother, and I was telling him that I wanted to leave state, you know, to go shopping and stuff like that. He gonna tell me, well, look, you don't have to leave state. All you gotta do is go to that outlet, you know, like Tanger Outlet. I was like, you talking about Tanger Outlet? I mean, he didn't say Tanger Outlet. I don't know why I said that, but he said an outlet. You go to an outlet, and I was like, Tanger Outlet? That's what you're talking about? Yeah. I was like, first of all, I've been to Gonzales back in 2013, and I had a terrible time there because I went to that Claire's out there. Oh, wait for you guys! I'm about to say something about white women. Watch the silence. Okay, so I went up in the Claire store, and the white woman she said, "Good guy," and walked away. And she was some bleached out white trash with she bad built. She looked like the type black men will be breaking their necks looking at, you know, some trash, because you know they don't have standards. And yeah, she had the nerve to say that. I was like, bitch, please. I know I was styling that day. I had my thigh highs on. I had my dress on. I looked good that day. Like I said, if you don't look like the norm down here, they're gonna criticize you. Hence why I got called an alien when I went down to another town to go grocery shopping. She called me an alien because I don't eat crawfish, mud bugs. I'm like, I just don't eat it. If you don't like it, deal with it. Too damn bad. I was like, because I don't eat mud bugs is why I don't look like the rest of you folks down here. I look fabulous, and I refuse to be hot shamed by the garbage down here. Okay? But yeah, he wanted me to go down there. I'm like, no, I'm not going back down there. And I didn't see anything. I went with my parents and my brother. You know, my other brother. I didn't enjoy my time at all. And I made sure I reported their ass. So, yeah, I got a response back with Claire's, but whatever. It's just, like I said, when it comes to people, it's like they want you to stay abused, stay ignored, be silenced, don't talk about your pain, don't move on, don't heal. They want you to stay in the same spot. You know why? Because they're suffering. You want to leave state, you want to leave the country. Oh no, where you going? Stay down here. Ain't no, it's got hurricane, I mean, excuse me. I'm talking about Louisiana, and Louisiana got fucking hurricane. I mean, most of the South does. It goes up goes up the East Coast. It's got fires and it's got earthquakes. Like that shaming tactic that they use to keep people from going anywhere, and it's mostly black people that do that shit. Cause if you let me be honest, if you talk to any white person down here about traveling, you will more likely get support from them than you would from black people, because like I say, it's like a cult down here. I mean, it's a cult period, but I'm saying most with the black people, it's a cult. They want to keep everybody down here, because like I said, I alluded to, that's why the people during Hurricane Katrina, and when these hurricanes come down here, the black people stayed behind. But they don't want to leave. They don't want to leave from down here, and I don't understand why. Why you don't want to travel? Why you don't want to see what the world looks like? Why do you want to stay here in Louisiana? It's boring here. Louisiana is the type of state you live at when you're retired, not to raise families. Hell, you can ask most Smart, like-minded, that 1% of Louisianans who are down here, they will tell you they don't want to raise their children down here. And the ones that left during Hurricane Katrina and left other states, way up northwest, they said that they liked it there and they didn't want to. They didn't want to come back. And I don't blame them, cause it's like a different world here. And I hate it for that reason, because I don't get along with nobody here. I don't fit in with anybody here. There's always some unnecessary drama, and the guys are trash. But you don't want me to leave state and go explore my options and explore different cultures and see what other places are like. I'm in my damn 30s. Why the fuck I've been here for years? I don't go nowhere. Why can't I leave state just to see what life is like outside of here? I was like, this environment for me is very, very toxic. I hate it here. I was like, y'all don't have a problem with me getting sexually harassed by old men. I was like, maybe if you let me move somewhere where I'm around people my own age, then maybe it'll be a lot better, a lot better for me, and I'll be around people who actually want to uplift me and who actually want to support me. I was like, I don't have that here. I don't have that from this family. And I'm sorry to say that, but he's a son of a bitch for saying that to me. Because at one point he was talking about, going out of state, but he's the same motherfucker I mentioned in one of my blog entries. I can't find. I'm just trying to think. It was about 3 months ago, where I talked about him going, travel. I mean, he can't leave the United States because he don't pay his child support. They revoked his license, and he can't get a passport. You know how it is. So he goes up there. And fix his mouth said, that's what no, he didn't say it, but his baby mama told me that she tried to convince him for a while, and I'm gonna get to what happened between these two in a bit. She said she tried to convince him to leave Louisiana, but she said he don't want to leave because he don't want to leave his mama. I'm like, there's lots of people that live out of state, man, because she been wanting to leave, and I don't blame her, cause she somebody paid for a trip for her to go upstate one time, and I was like, that's really nice. I was like, I wish somebody would do that for me, but no, motherfuckers want to keep me here in Louisiana for some damn reason. I don't want to live here. I was like, I can't find a job here. I don't have any friends here other than a few associates and acquaintances, but other than that, I don't have no reason to still be here. And I hate when classmates find out that I'm still here. They feel like they gotta reconnect with me. I don't want to reconnect with none of you. Move on. I mean, they up there, they're following me on social media, and they don't talk to me. And when I make these videos and stuff, I'm mostly talking about them. I wish people could stop assuming I'm talking about them. I'm gonna put it to you like this, and please don't take this the wrong way. You're not the only friend I have, and what makes you more important than my other friends, that I would dedicate my time to just talk about you. I know that's gonna piss them off, who certain individuals, but I don't care. That's being a narcissist. When people think they're my only friend, I'm only talking about them, because I don't talk about my other friends. Why should I? But yeah, his baby mom was trying to convince him to leave state because she said she wanted to leave. And come to find out, a few days ago, she kicked him out of her apartment. Excuse me, yeah. It was time to go. Because he got mental issues himself. Like, I think, yeah, all of my siblings do. All I have is like PTSD, and I got social anxiety disorder. I like to keep to myself, and I don't like people running up to me and talking to me, and when I don't want to talk, they just keep talking and talking again, over and over and over. I'm like, that runs my anxiety up. But she kicked him out of the house, and like I said, I don't blame her. Cause I remember at one point, the last time we talked when we was hanging out, I was like, have you ever thought about swirling? You know, dating outside your race? Cause technically they weren't a couple, they were just, you know, living together. So I was like, have you ever thought about swirling? And come to find out, her daughter, who's my dumbass niece, she had a white boy that actually liked her, and probably I think he wanted to marry her, but instead she settled with Blackistan Cenobites, and had two kids with them, 2 or 3 kids, and look at her now. She don't say nothing when I'm around. She try to avoid eye contact. I was like, fuck you, you fucking trash. Up there living that Blackistan life. Woohoo! Loser. Couldn't be me. And don't look at me because I'm glad she don't look at me because I'm not babysitting her kids. Dealt with enough kids. Than my darling own, you know. I ain't dealing with nobody else fucking kids. So, yeah, I was very, very angry, annoyed when he said that shit to me because I'm like, I don't, like I said, I don't understand how you can date these fucking guys. They're such fucking losers. Who the hell doesn't want to travel and see the world? And I want to be a damn bum. And these broke ass men, you know, they don't. When they broke, they want to stay broke. They don't want to evolve and do anything better. What the fuck was that? Something hit my window. But don't let me come out there with that gun. So anyway, my machete. So yeah, I was very disappointed that he would say something like that, because I'm thinking, you know, because of his situation, he would want to do better for himself, be a better man, you know. But instead, he just want to thrive in being lazy, a bum and shit. And I can't be around people like that, so it's just time for me to move on. And I hope you guys too. You don't have to deal with this shit. So anyway, that's all I got to say. I will have more to say in my blog. And I thank you all for taking the time to listen to this video. I hope you got the message, you know. My message came through to you guys. You know, that's why I'm making these videos. Do not be like me. Don't be stuck here like me. You know, I'm trying to get out. I'm trying. It's like, it's hard. Especially when you don't have no support from anybody, and people who want to return back to the abuse, aka dating black men and hanging out with white women. Because again, white women have abused me too, especially verbally, in the way they look at me, and you know, that I consider that as a type of abuse. So yeah, I thank you all for listening. If you want to support me, you know, send me a donation. There will be a donation link in the description box, and you guys can click on that. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in another video. Subscribe. Oh yeah, like and subscribe. I'm probably gonna disable the comments because I don't want the usual suspects trying to comment and think I'm talking about them. So it's whatever. Anyway, I'm done. Have a wonderful